Here, this is a quick video on a few updates that I've made to the seed and plant tool. The one thing that I was missing was the ability to automatically select the property that I was wanting to plant seeds on. So now, if you have the tool open and you click on the property, the tool will find the address of the property and show it to you in this box. If you press save, it automatically goes into the property address, and from that point you can then use the seed and plant tool the way you used to. In this case, I'll just plant a seed, and you'll see that it automatically chooses that address and continues on. Another thing is that I've noticed that if you have a building on the property and you want to plant a seed, it'll always push the seed underneath the building. And if it's grass, you can't see it. It's underneath everything, and there's no way to see where it is. But I found that if you plant a seed, and in this case I planted grass because grass is, it has no dimension vertically at the beginning, and so it's not showing up as being there at all. But now that there is a piece of grass planted there, the next one will always show up outside the building, making it easier to see where it is and where I want to plant it. Another problem, I'll actually plant this somewhere else. This is just an aside, but the way I get around this is that if you have a seed that you want to plant, it snaps to the closest line that it can find. In this case, that's the outside boundary of the property. But if I get close enough, it'll snap to the next piece of grass. But if I get to a point where it's trying to snap to two things, it then doesn't snap to anything. There's no snapping at all. So I find it very difficult to place plants or seeds exactly where you want them to be if there are two things close together. If they're parallel or not doesn't matter. I have a fifth button on my mouse which allows me to program it, and I've changed it so that it's the speed of the cursor. And in this case, if I push it several times, it slows down the speed of the cursor. This is on the slowest. So if I zoom in, and if you want to know, if you push Control and plus on your keyboard or Control and minus, you'll zoom in and out of the browser. Control 0 resets it to its default setting at 100%, but Control plus will allow you to zoom in a little bit. And if you continue to press it, the closer you get. So what you're trying to do here is move the seed so that it's just turning green instead of red or pink or whatever you want to call it. So I'm moving it slightly one way or the other as slowly as I can to try and find the limit of where that seed can go. I don't know if this is going to get fixed in the future. I hope it will, but so I'm thinking right there is as close as I can get it, and we'll see in a second. Yeah, looked okay. You can see the one next to it has a tiny little bit of a gap, but that's, I think, as close as I can get them. They seem to vary, seed by seed as to how close you can get them. But anyways, I'm assuming that at some point we'll be able to fill in the gaps. It's pretty ugly that they don't. Also, if you have zoomed in using the Control plus and Control minus, you'll see that the property itself and the 3D icons no longer match up. If you zoom in and out, they change. The way to fix that is I'm just going to zoom back one stage and then hit the refresh button for the page. And now I'm somewhere else where my block explorer is. So now you'll see it moves where it should again. So you have to refresh the page if you've zoomed in or out. The other thing that I added to the tool is a countdown timer. Originally, if you either didn't select a seed name or you turned on pause for seed selection, the app will wait a certain amount of time for you to make a decision. If you don't make a decision, it just times out and stops. Um, I'm not sure the exact reasoning behind that, but Claude thought it was a good idea uh, to time the amount of wait time that there is. So it's a timeout, and now it used to be 2 minutes, which was way too long, and now it's 30 seconds. If you were to push plant seed and then it's on pause, so it's going to wait here. You'll see now that it's counting down the seconds from 30 seconds to whenever to zero, waiting for you to choose a seed to plant. And so again, I'll just click that, and then it continues on. And there we go. So anyways, this is the state of the tool at the moment. I am going to be making a few more changes, but probably not right away. This is the state that'll be in for a little while. Thanks for watching.